Hi traders, and welcome to my video on Woodies CCI. I'm going to show you how you can use this indicator to catch moves like this for almost 300 pips and moves like this one for almost 300 pips. Okay, so just like the normal CCI indicator, Woodies CCI is basically a modification of that for finding potentially overbought and oversold market conditions. The advantage of this one is it's also good for finding trend direction and trend momentum. Personally, I don't think it is that much different to the original CCI or the original CCI combined with a few other indicators. Most importantly, regardless of what indicator you're using, you're going to need to be keeping an eye out for your support and resistance levels, price action, candlestick patterns, and as always, have good money management. That being said, I'm going to show you how you can use Woodies CCI to pick moves in the markets. This is a Euro-Dollar 1 hour chart in the MT4 platform. I downloaded the Woodies CCI indicator free of charge because it's not included by default. You can probably find it for your charting platform, and hopefully this video will give you some ideas of how it can be implemented within your trading. So the first thing to do is to find the trend. We're going to mark off the resistance level and the support level. I see the price was consolidating here, triple top candlestick pattern. The resistance was reached 3 times, so we're expecting a reversal to the downside, which is what we get. Okay, the neckline here of the triple top candlestick pattern, also the support of the range. So we look for a breakout there. You can see the arrow from Woodies CCI actually would have triggered a trade here if you were trading it blindly as is, which is something I would never do. I wouldn't be simply buying when it crosses above or goes from blue to red. That wouldn't be a buy signal straight away for me. Just as if it goes from if it crossed the line from above to below, I'm not going to sell. I'll just show you an example of that if I can find one. Let's have a look. Here, that's actually a decent trade. Where are we looking here? Okay, so this is a range. So in this range, you're not really going to just want to buy and sell every time the CCI crosses the middle line. Okay, granted, it can catch some good moves. You know, if you did that, or if you just every time there was a sell arrow, you sold or bought. In instances like this, you're going to get whipsawed in and out of the market. However, you will eventually catch a big move like this arrow here to the upside, this arrow here to the downside. But there are other times when they can contradict each other. For example, you have a sell arrow here and a buy arrow there, which is why I like to first determine the direction of the trend, which we've done, resistance and support, and we can see that price is making lower highs here. So perhaps we might look to trade this breakout there. Woodies CCI is red, is below the zero line. We've got the red arrow, so that's all good confirmation for a downtrend there. We also have the master candlestick pattern there, which is a candle with 4 other candles within its body preceding it. So you could have traded the breakout of that master candle there. Okay, so there's lots of bearish signals around this area. Most importantly, from my perspective, would be this support level. I wouldn't need the CCI, this Woodies CCI indicator to tell me that. That being said, once you've established the trend, which as I said is a downtrend here, we could be using the arrows, the sell arrows from the Woodies CCI for potential entry points. We're going to ignore the buys because we know we're in a downtrend. Overall, we're looking at the bigger picture here. This is a downtrend, so you could look to sell on the arrows, on the red arrows. I personally wouldn't just sell as is. You know, I'd want to do my own market analysis. For example, I might mark that as a wedge pattern there, and there's a breakout through there. And to be fair, that arrow does appear, so that could be a a good confirmation, although I would have considered that trade regardless. That support level then becomes resistance here, and we have a nice downwards move continuation. Again, you know, there's a sell arrow there. It's not the ideal opportunity to sell, in my opinion. I probably wouldn't enter here. I'd wait for another pullback, especially considering the opportunity we had here and here. But then you do get the other pullback there. And again, a red arrow from Woodies CCI. After this, I'd be looking at, so that trend there, sort of have a half diamond formation almost, or a wedge pattern if you prefer, and then the breakout there. So really selling anywhere along this line here would have been a favorable opportunity. Again, I don't think you need Woodies CCI to tell you to do that. You could have just marked support and resistance and kept an eye on these candlestick patterns. For entry confirmation, we've got falling stars there. We got some got pin bar, various other candlestick formations, 3 black crows there, so that's 3 down candles, and then the pullback, and you could trade the breakout of the low of the 3 down candles there. I do have many videos on candlestick patterns you can check out, but for the purpose of this video, again, Woodies CCI, just wait for the red arrow in the trend direction. We're ignoring, as I said, the green arrows. There will be the odd good trade, you know, if you're counter trading against the trend, or you're just more of a short-term trader. You might be looking at this as an uptrend and want to look to pick these green arrow trades. However, I'm more focused on the bigger picture here, which, zooming out, you can see is a sell trend. I wouldn't want to buy against that. Okay, you can use the CCI indicator on any chart time frame. This is a 1 hour chart time frame. I just find the signals tend to be more reliable, primarily because there's more price data included. So I look at the 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly, monthly. You'll find there are going to be a lot of false signals on the 5-minute or 50-minute charts. And I mean, when you can catch moves like this for over 300 pips in the space of a couple of weeks, I'm not sure why you want to fight 1 minute or 5-minute charts for 300 pips. You know, if you're taking 10 pips, take profit on a trade, that would be 30 consecutive winning trades for one good trade. So many trading instruments to choose from. I'm not sure why you would do that, but each to their own. You can use the Woodies CCI on Forex, cryptos, commodities, stocks, indices, etc. Had you entered here, excuse me, had we taken this first entry, we could have placed stop loss just above this high here, around 20 pips, and trailed the price as the price fell. We could have moved our stop loss above the high points, falls above the high point here, falls above the high point here, falls above the high point here, falls above the high point here. So we could have trailed in the majority of this move, even banked some profit, closed part of the position if you like. Yeah, so good money management is always. What you don't want to do, or what I wouldn't want to do, is have a 50 pip fixed take profit for whatever reason. Let's say your stop loss was 20 pips. You've got a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio, so you're going to close your trade at 60 pips. Here, you've missed out. You've left a lot on the table. That being said, you can, of course, re-enter. Scale in if you like. Yeah, so look for the arrows in the direction of the trend, ideally on a pullback. So there's plenty of good opportunities. You can see that arrow actually does a good job of identifying these trades. I mean, this one we've got resistance level forming here. So we may be looking like this is going to be a good red arrow to consider, because we've got the resistance level. You can see that, oops, didn't mean to get that one. You can see that the market's making lower highs. So this is not a bad one to consider. We've got the 3 black crows there, or they do have 3 white soldiers, but we know we're in a downtrend overall. Okay, you've got a bit of bearish divergence on there. So perhaps that could have been a nice entry point. Market's not oversold. If that's another thing worth mentioning, if the CCI indicator is too low, it does mean that the market is potentially oversold and you might not want to necessarily sell. If we can sell when price is up here in an overbought area, we know that we have potential for price to continue to reverse to the downside. Yeah, so in fact, there's a trade in play now, arguably. Breakout there is occurring. This resistance level here. You've got that pin bar candlestick pattern to the downside. We are around the NY open. London session is in play as well. Price has formed this resistance level here. Arguably a wedge pattern in here somewhere. And yeah, the CCI, there you go. As we speak, has the red arrow on there and is showing that it can pick good moves such as this one. Okay. Now, let's just have a look at an uptrend. Same principle. First of all, we're going to identify the trend. Nice level of support is formed there. This is a 1 hour chart, so we know that this is probably strong support. Market is moving up. Wait for the pullback. If you didn't get in this initial breakout here, see that resistance level I've just marked, that could have been a good entry there. Again, there is an arrow there, so you could be saying, oh, well, you know, why didn't I just buy there as a green arrow? But if you do that all the time, green arrow there, you don't want to buy, green arrow there, you don't want to buy. Well, you might want to buy there actually, but there will be instances where here, you know, there's a green arrow there, and the market's just falling. You want to wait for the trend, or I want to wait for the trend. You can do what you like, but you're going to lose more often than not just buying the arrows blindly. Instead, mark your support and resistance off, trend direction, wait for price to break out, get in on the breakout, or wait for the pullback. So we have the pullback here and a nice green arrow there from Woodies CCI indicator. Market oversold, nice buy opportunity, let's get in. Again, you probably ignore this sell trade because we are in an uptrend unless you're counter trend trading. So that could have been a good entry there based on that. Okay, you also have a let me just get this one right. Flag pattern, so you've got the flagpole to trend up. No, it's maybe not the best way to draw it, but it's a flag pattern. We've got the uptrend here, we've got some consolidation, and the price is breaking out in the direction of the trend. Okay, so you can use it to time entry into the trends, but make sure again you're marking your levels off. You may not want to be trading these against this level of resistance here. You can see the market's consolidating and more ranging by the time we get to here. So perhaps you want to wait for the next trend to form. Again, if you're selling and buying every hour here, you're getting chopped left, right and center. You will catch the odd good one, this one potentially here, arrow there. But then you're just going to give it all back by getting stopped out on the other ones. Just wait for the trend to form with Woodies CCI and use it to pick your entries. A nice uptrend here. Not use it to pick your entries, to help you pick your entries. I still wouldn't use it blindly. Level of support here. Here we've got level of support, we've got price moving up, and again Woodies CCI. Green arrow there on the pullback. In fact, there's quite a few good entries on Woodies CCI. This one in particular, we know this is a level, because a strong level of support and resistance, because we've seen it earlier on in the video. But the breakout there would have been a trade opportunity. Again, green arrow, Woodies CCI. It's not too overbought, so we can get in there. Again, lots of pips to be made on this particular move. When the indicator is up high like this, you probably want to avoid trading because you're just going to be buying at the high, or if it's at the bottom like this, you're going to be selling at the low. So it can be good to help you filter to decide not just for timing entry, but also timing when not to enter, if you see what I mean. Okay, so it is a decent indicator. Personally, I think the CCI default indicator that you can get in your trading platform will do something similar. But I do understand that it's a popular indicator, and you might want to try it. I mean, look at this CCI here. This is just your standard CCI. That would have kept us out of buying at the top there, selling at the low there. So it is very similar. It's just it almost includes, it just gives tries to give a better gauge of momentum and trend, and also the arrows are nice for helping to determine entry. But again, to be honest with you, if we remove both of these from the chart, I still feel you could look at this chart and you're not going to sell there because you can see you'll be selling at the low, and you're probably not going to buy there because you can see you're going to be buying at the high. Sometimes common sense prevails. Although support and resistance, price action, candlestick patterns. I mean, for this trend here, see this trend here? I mean, entry there on a breakout, entry there on a breakout. You can look how big these candles are from the breakout. Traders are watching these breakout, and even near the top, entry there on the breakout. So all we did on that for that particular move was determine the direction of the trend is up and enter on the breakout. So we didn't need no fancy indicators, no crystal balls, and still we could have maximized this move as much as possible. In fact, we could have arguably have been in as early as this entry here on this breakout. Again, trial the price on the way up using these lows, perhaps exit some of the position and bank some profit along the way. Okay, well, hopefully you found something useful in this video. Appreciate you watching. If you can like and subscribe, that would be great. Hopefully catch you on the next one.